All right. So this should now be on. All right. So sorry for the duplicate there. So now you can see me correctly, I hope. Please, Buster, if you're still there, please let me know if you're still there. Would appreciate it. And now let me just test out the chat here. I do want the chat to show up on the screen. So one moment. Okay, there we go. So the chat is working. Perfect. All right. My apologies for the little delay there. So as luck would have it, YouTube is kind of in the middle of a transition where they originally had some legacy streaming materials and live streaming tools. Of course, this weekend they decided to kind of get rid of that completely and migrate to a new kind of, I guess, set of regulations. As luck would have it, the way I had it set up before was no longer appropriate. So I had to, on the fly, get accustomed to the new setup, which is why I thought I was live for a couple minutes, but I need to verify it on the YouTube side. So that is my apologies. So Taco, hey, what's going on? Thank you so much. Apologies for technical snafu. I really appreciate it. So without further ado, if there's anyone else watching, so this is the very first inaugural stream from Norwalk Public Library in regards to gaming. So what is going on is, obviously we're in a bit of a different life right now, you know, kind of a new normal going on. So we were kind of trying to postulate, you know, what could we do? What events or activities can we do to try to maybe work things virtually without having to be at the actual libraries. The library itself is still not open to the public. So to give a little bit of background, I work in the tech services department, and what I did before the lockdown, back in February, I actually managed to run a swap meet, which is kind of like a large flea market, if you will, and that actually went by really well. It went by better than I could have imagined. So I came to thinking, what can I do now with the lockdown? And obviously we can't have people congregated in one place. So I was kind of trying to think outside the box. I didn't want to do another swap meet because doing one online logistically would just be kind of, you know, kind of have a lot of hurdles with it. So I initially reached out to the higher ups at the library. I said, hey, I play video games. I tend to stream late nights and all that. How about maybe we possibly take a spin on that, do a charity stream, and try to raise funds for a local cause. So that's how I ended up looking at Extra Life. And Extra Life has been around since 2008. They've been doing donations and fundraisers for children's hospitals across the United States. In this case, this particular stream, I'm looking to do donations towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. And if you look at my left, at the very top there, I had a set goal of $200, and as luck would have it, before the stream even began, already got it. Already got the $200. So thank you to all of those of you who were kind enough and wonderful to take some time out of your day to donate money towards a wonderful cause. So before I begin with the games, I do want to give a little bit of background on the specific hospital that we're doing donations towards. So this is, again, the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So if you look on the links below in the description, There is the donation link, the website for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center, and also the website for the Norwalk Public Library. So I'm just going to give a little paragraph about the Connecticut Children's so anyone here can maybe get a little bit of an idea of what they're all about. So let's see here. Connecticut Children's Medical Center is a nationally recognized 187-bed not-for-profit children's hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. Ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best children's hospitals in the nation, we foster a patient and family-centered environment with a focus on research, education, and advocacy. Connecticut Children's serves as the primary pediatric teaching hospital for the UConn School of Medicine, has a teaching partnership with the Frank H. Netter, MD School of Medicine at Quinnipiac University, and is a research partner of the Jackson Laboratory. Connecticut Children's welcomes, cares, and protects all children who walk through our doors. We are an institution of acceptance and compassion, regardless of nationality or immigration status. So, just to give you a little bit of background of the particular hospital, medical center that I am raising funds for, that is, again, the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. If you want to learn more about them, you can go on the link in the description below. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And again, already reached the $200 goal, which is amazing. I never thought that I'd get there, much less before the stream officially began. So anything from now to 8 p.m. will be extra towards that. So hopefully, if you're watching, you would maybe take a minute out of your day to donate towards a wonderful cause. Because again, children are such strong individuals, stronger and more courageous than we could ever give them credit for or even know. And if we can funnel some money to institutions that look to improve the quality of life of these children, it's a win-win situation. Really can't go wrong. So let me look at the chat here. How bad is the infection of COVID? Well, in our area, in Connecticut in general, it's kind of stabilized a little bit, but there have been some reports that, especially where we are in Fairfield County, there is a potential spike coming up, mostly because of younger adults going back to school, and, some are trying to live the party life and try to maybe put the COVID behind them, but it's a reality of life. It's something that we can't just brush away. So, without further ado, the whole purpose of this stream is I'm going to be playing a bunch of games, and what I'm going to start with is I'm going to stick with kind of some of the older stuff, and then move on to maybe some other games. I have quite a few here. So what I'm going to start with is something that's a little bit modern, not too modern, but 3D at the very least. So let me just put the name of the game here so that you can see what it is. And thank you. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Again, it's a beautiful day, at least here in Fairfield County, Connecticut. So for those of you who are deciding to stay in, really appreciate it. You could be outside and enjoying the sunny days, so it's very, very much appreciated. And let me just make sure this game works here. And it should show up. That is the hope. Yes, it does. Perfect. And you know what? Actually, as luck would have it, hey, it looks like I got a donation amount. So let me look here. Darren Peliquin. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for your donation. $100. Wow. You certainly did not have to do that. But thank you so much for sending out to a wonderful cause, especially in my local area. That is something I cannot express in words. Thank you, Darren, for your extremely generous act. That is extremely, extremely wonderful of you. Thank you so much. I will be sure to send you a personal thank you later. Really appreciate it. That's an incredible gesture. So I'm already at 150% of my initial goal. I didn't know. This was the first time. I didn't know how it would be, how it would play, and already doing extremely, extremely well. So thank you. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to all of the previous donors. You're really doing a wonderful thing for a wonderful cause. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. So going back to this game, so this kind of reminds me of Rad Racer. If you ever played it on the original NES, there was a racing game from Squaresoft called Rad Racer, and this kind of reminds me of it. I heard of this game, never played it before, but I played it for a quick minute because I was doing a couple of test streams beforehand to make sure that games ran well, and I figured I'd play this. It's different. I didn't want to, the games that I'm playing today, I didn't want to try to pigeonhole myself into just one genre. I want to try to run the gamut because I'll be here for 4 hours, and for the instance of keeping you folks somewhat entertained, change it around a bit. So again, thank you to all of you who have donated. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. And thank you to those watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to chime in on the chat, you are more than welcome to. It would be very much appreciated. Says I have 7 watching, so thank you, thank you. That's very, very humbling. And please, for those of you who are watching, I have tested this out beforehand, but just let me know if the volume's too low for the game. I have kind of set it up so that when I don't speak, the volume of the game should go back up. When I do speak, the volume of the game should go down. So please let me know if everything is loud and clear for you. And again, thank you so much for those of you who are watching. Thank you, those of you who have donated. My immeasurable thanks cannot be enough. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for donating to such a wonderful and selfless cause. Thank you. Okay, so when I tried this out before, this red cruiser is the kind of the default car to work with. And as I got first place in a couple races, I ended up unlocking this white one, which has a slower top speed, but the handling is much better, which allows me to take turns and corners even better. So give this a try. I've never done this particular race, so I can't say if it'll run, how well I'll do. But you won't know until you try. So I do have nitrous, but since I'm not familiar with the layout of this track, I don't want to use it just yet. I don't know how tight the turns will be, like in this case. So it's kind of a simplistic visual style, but quite dynamic, I think. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of Rad Racer in the way that it looks. Kind of has like well, obviously this one has a cartoony style. Rad Racer on the NES was pretty cartoonish as well. But that was more, it was a product of its time. I think I just squeezed the first. So I definitely want to take advantage of that. Apologies for not looking at the chat, but as you can tell, this is quite a fast-paced game, so we kind of do need to focus on the road. As they say, no texting and driving, no chatting and driving either, so... It's kind of an interesting visual style because on the... you can see that the track is generated as you're racing. It kind of fills in the horizon, the kind of the edge of the map. So I got first place, you know, that's not bad for my first time. I'd like to give myself a pat on the back for that one. Not too bad. For those of you who are watching, please, if you could take a moment out of your time, just please let me know if everything sounds and looks well enough. I would really appreciate it. Again, this is my first rodeo, so please bear with me if there's any snafus or anything of that nature. And again, my immeasurable thanks to all of you who have donated thus far. Initially, I had a $200 goal for this. My first rodeo, so I really don't know how these types of events go. And I'm already at $300. That's $100 more than my goal, which even getting to the goal was pretty amazing. So thank you to all of you who have donated. And if there should be on the top right a little ticker kind of giving like the status of the donations thus far. Again, my immeasurable thanks to all of you for taking the time out of your day to come hang out. So I'm going to do a couple more races here. Might as well strike while the iron's hot, correct? Super trophy. A new personal best, obviously, because, well, it's my first time trying this, so obviously it has to be a best. So yeah, again, like I said, this reminds me of Rad Racer, which Rad Racer was a game on the NES back when, I don't know if it was a day one game, but it definitely was year one for the NES, and it was made by Squaresoft, which you may know now as Square Enix, basically the folks who made Final Fantasy, and pretty much any JRPG out there. But before those days, they were making small little games like Rad Racer. So that's the company that I know, Squaresoft. So just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to mention that I am currently live. There was a way to automate all this. I wish I would know, but I'm kind of a dinosaur when it comes to these things, so I've got to do it the old-fashioned way. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us old dogs can't learn new tricks. Hey, Sean, what's going on, my man? Yes, Squeenix, Buster. But this was Squaresoft. on the road but listening. Oh, well, thank you so much for watching on the road. So, Sean, just to give you some... Oh, wow, I got another notification. Anonymous donated. All right, $5. Well, thank you so much, anonymous donor. And that's totally fine, you know. If you don't feel like putting your name, that's completely fine. The fact that you're donating is more than well enough. So thank you for the $5 donation. That is incredibly generous of you. So I'm at $305 and my goal was $200. So thank you. Really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. And again, thank you to all of you who donated. That's very kind of you all. Rich, the Deviant, hey, what's going on, Rich? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So this is, for those of you who are coming in now, this is the very first live stream, charity stream from Norwalk Public Library. And I came up with the idea to do a charity stream, not knowing if the library would be okay with it. Luckily, my job was at the Norwalk Public Library. They were very much on board. And they said, hey, absolutely. If we can help towards a wonderful cause, by all means. So this is my first foray into doing Extra Life. And we're raising funds for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. If you want to learn more about them, the link is in the description below, as well as the donation link and the Norwalk Public Library website. So if you want to read up about them, if you want to donate, that's excellent. If you just want to read about them, that's excellent too. Because again, children are wonderful creatures, and if we can do our part to help keep them safe, healthy, and entertained by giving funds to the hospitals that take care of them, it's a win-win situation in my eyes. So thank you. Thank you to all of you who have donated. I'm already past my goal, and it's a wonderful thing from here on. So thank you, all of you. I'm going to move on to my next race here. So Rich, since you're here, this is Horizon Chase Turbo. This kind of reminds me of Rad Racer. I don't know if you've ever played this. I had heard about this game many years ago. Never played it, but I figured, you know what, for this stream, let me try and play a variety of different games. And yeah, I dig it. I dig the visual style. It's minimalistic, but vibrant, dynamic. It looks like I'm in 4th place now. We pass him to get to 3rd. 2nd. So I just need to beat one more guy. Looks like I just overtook him. Right at the very end, too. Got lucky. Yeah, it looks like classic Outrun Rad Racer. I think it's procedural. Yeah, so I noticed that, too. If you look at the horizon, it kind of generates the map as you go along. I don't know if it's random each time or if it's set to a pre-programmed route. That I don't know. Thank you, GG. Again, I've only done 2 races on a test stream because, you know, leading up to this, I was doing a couple test trial runs. But I've never done this track, so either the car I picked is good, or I'm halfway decent at this game. It could be either or. I'm not going to say either which way. So initially San Francisco was the first area. Sequoia National Park I completed. And now it looks like Los Angeles will be next. And again, thank you to all of you who are hanging out tonight. You could be doing a million other things, but you're deciding to watch me play some games and get donations towards a wonderful cause. So thank you. It's extremely, extremely kind of you. Initially, this was set for yesterday, but in the Fairfield County, well, actually all across Connecticut, we kind of were hit by the remnants of Hurricane Laura. So in kind of a last-second decision, I decided to delay the stream by a day because in Connecticut in particular for the storms, we've been losing a lot of power. We've been losing internet. And I knew just my luck. If I were to have attempted this during the thunderstorms, I would have lost power. So figured, you know what, let me move it up to Sunday, which according to the weather, sunny skies, nice day. So that's why we're here today. So for the 7 of you, according to YouTube, watching, thank you. If you could be so kind as to share, if you'd like, if you have it in you, to share the stream to your social channels, would very much appreciate it. I figure the more the merrier. And if we can raise some funds towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, it's a wonderful thing. So thank you. Hey Cassandra, how are you? Been watching, finally figured out how to comment. Congrats on reaching your goal and beyond. Yeah, it's you know, it hasn't hit me yet, but it's amazing. So to give those of you some backstory, initially I had set a $200 goal for the fundraising, and starting pretty much last night or yesterday, I started receiving donation alert, donation alert, donation alert. And this is before the stream even started. So, you know, I was able to sleep, you know, because one of my biggest fears was, hey, what if it's a total bust? What if no one donates, you know? But it goes to show you that the power of a community and having a solid friend circle and people that you know, people who believe in what you're doing and believe in the power of helping children. So thank you to all of you who donated. That's extremely, extremely kind of you. And it means more than I could express. So thank you. And again, if you're curious to see what the track is, on this particular screen, I believe it's on the top right. There's like a little box that shows you how much progress has been made thus far. So thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Soul Rock. Hey, Soul Rock, my man. Aldo, my guy, congratulations. Yeah, that it's really awesome. You know, this is my very first fundraising charity event, and the fact that I've already surpassed the goal means a lot. It means the world. So, thank you for watching, Soul Rock. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and thank you for stopping by. Watch me play some games. You know. Who says video games can't be productive, right? All you hear throughout your life, that video games will rot your brain, and they'll do nothing but bad. Well, in this case, I can tell those people, well, in this case, we got some money for some children in need. It doesn't get much better than that. So, it's a really awesome feeling. Okay, so this is going to be tough because there's a lot of weaving in and out between cars initially, but once you get past, it'll become a little easier. Because I'm not sure where the turns are just yet. So I don't want to do a NOS boost without knowing. So I don't want to NOS into a sharp turn and then crash. So I'm in third. Okay. So I'll maybe try to overtake him here. So it looks like I'm in first now, but I want to try to not crash. Because if I do, that'll be bad. Then I won't win. So there we go. Boom. Oh, final lap. Oh boy. Okay. I almost screwed the pooch there. Not knowing that I was on the last. I thought I was already on my last lap. Ooh, tight turn, tight turn. Perfect. Look at that. All right. I almost messed up there. But luckily I was able to on the fly try to put myself back in the wagon. And I got first place. Perfect. So again, thank you to all of you who are watching. I really appreciate it. Those of you who are taking the time out of your day to watch a random guy stream on behalf of his job. So the whole idea behind this is kind of a first step, a test run, if you will, to see if there's interest in the Norwalk Public Library, maybe doing something like this on a semi-regular occasion. So, you know, I'll have to talk to everyone, and for those of you who were in the chat watching, if you could just let me know if you feel that, would you be interested in the Norwalk Public Library maybe doing a semi-regular charity stream, or even doing something along the lines of a, you know, how libraries sometimes have book clubs, movie clubs, gardening clubs, maybe like a video game club, you know, a bi-weekly meetup of people just to chat and talk about video games, you know. I'd be down for it. I'd be more than welcome, happy to do it. So, sky's the limit. I unlocked a new game mode, Playground. All right. So I have completed California, and I am now in Chile, would be the place. But it looks like in California, so there is. Let's see. First. Oh, okay, so there's different maps. Okay, so I haven't completed Los Angeles just yet. I would love that, get my cousins out. Yeah, so I mean, this isn't really, I mean, right now, because of the virus and all that, we're still not letting people in the library. As to when that happens, that's really dependent on the local government, when they decide to, because libraries are kind of in their own zone, mostly because they're all indoors, and they're usually relatively small. Excuse me. So we kind of have to wait on their okay to start allowing people in. Just to give you some context right now, we're doing curbside pickup. So people can go on the library's website, which again is in the description below. They can rent books, and they'll pick it up at the entrance. But we're still not allowing people to come in. So that when that happens, I don't know. But in the interim, I was thinking maybe virtually, because that's all the craze now, do like a virtual gathering of maybe like a Zoom meeting, or even just like this, a YouTube live stream. And it's kind of like a discussion. You know, we talk about video games and what's new, what's happening in the news, recommend some games, review some games, or whatever it may be. I'd be interested in doing it. And, you know, seeing how this goes tonight, obviously already knocked the goal out of the park, so to speak. But I'd be down for it. You know, it's a way to foster a community, to get people together. And I can't speak for other libraries. I don't know what other libraries are doing in terms of, you know, putting video games in the spectrum of things, programs that they do. But I think it'd be a wonderful thing. Charity stream sounds great. Yeah, I hope so. I would hope so. Oh, also, for those of you who are watching, if you could just be so kind as to let me know if my webcam gets out of sync with what I'm saying. Unfortunately, this seems to be an issue with the particular webcam I have, so I would need to refresh it so that it goes back in sync. So I'm trying to get like I don't have a second screen, so I'm kind of looking every so often to see that if it's out of sync or anything like that. But if you could just let me know, I'll go ahead and refresh it. You should read Andromeda Klein by Frank Portman. The main character works in a library and she calls it the International Hall of Bookcakes. It's wonderful. Bookcakes. An intriguing term. You know, funnily enough, for somebody who works at a library, I don't read a lot, but I have been reading more since I've been there, because I do have access. And again, libraries, and I'm guilty of this too, before I started working at the Norwalk Public Library. You know, you kind of get the broad, maybe stereotypical idea of what a library is, just books. But it's a lot more than that, you know, especially Norwalk Public Library. Yes, we have the books, we have magazines, we have movies, we have music. You know, we have comic books, manga, for those of you who like those. Obviously, there's a dedicated children's floor area with games, toys, computers for children to use. There's also computers for the general public to use as well. Programs, which again, going back to my program that I had in February, Algo, which was a swap meet. Again, things that are kind of outside of the box of maybe what people perceive a library to be. So it's cool. It's cool that libraries offer so much more than books. All right, so let me try and complete Los Angeles. I've been on a streak so far, first place. I don't know if I'll be as lucky, but we shall see. Wish me luck. Night of Angels. Now this is Rad Racer, because this is night. So this is definitely more Rad Racer than I imagined. Look at these neon lights, that's cool. I dig it. My sixth. Okay. It's tough. Once you bump a car from behind, it'll boost them up a bit. So I do want to try to not hit them, but easier said than done. Case in point. Fourth. My third. Looks like this guy's first. I think he got me. Unless I overtake him here. Nope. He got me. Alright. No first place. Second place. Can't win them all. And it's mostly because this race was in particular, I just had to avoid bumping into cars, but when there's so many, and especially if it's your first time, it's hard to do that. The second place is fine, right? That's good. Again, this is my first time playing, so I don't know the track for one. I'll take second. You know, that's good enough for me. Second place is just the first loser. Oh, Leave it to Rich to bring me back down to reality. Thank you. I think. That was a joke, folks. Put down torches. Okay. Oh, I got a new car. This looks like a BMW. BMW M3, if I'm not mistaken. Looks more like Rad Racer or Cruisin' USA. I'd say Rad Racer. Cruisin' USA is kind of like that semi-realistic with like the, exaggerated jumps and all of that. This is more cartoony, where I say it kind of feels more like Rad Racer in that regard. Alright, so this map is in the daytime. So let's try one more. Sturdy ride. This is definitely a BMW M3. Because you see the circle there, that's the BMW logo. It's got the quad exhaust like an M3. So 129. It takes a little longer to accelerate. Handling, fuel. It has more nitro though. So this is 3 nitros, looks like this is 4. I would say Outrun. Rad Racer is after all the Outrun. Did Rad Racer come out after Outrun? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what year Rad Racer came out, because Rad Racer was, it kind of has the box art of the black box NES, even though it's a gray box, like Metroid. But I would say Rad Racer was maybe 86, 87 at the latest. I could be wrong, but that's just my guess. And Outrun, I don't know. I'd like to say Outrun was 86, 87 maybe? White car has a sunroof? It does. It does. So, I mean, these cars are all modeled after real cars, right? So this is obviously what's this, a Ferrari? This would be a Porsche, right? Porsche GT or a 911. This would be maybe a Supra. And then this would be the M3. Red is the best color. It is, but the thing with the red, the handling is not very good. And you kind of need handling to turn the corners. So and it doesn't have a lot of nitro, and I need the nitro. Outrun is 86 and Rad Racer's 87. Okay. So, you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't ask for your input. Should I stick with the white car that I've been using, the Bliss, or should I move on to the new car that I received called the Legend? And while you decide, I will actually be right back. I'm going to grab a quick drink, and it's actually a good way for me to test this. Hey, look at that. I will be right back. Okay. So we'll switch that. And you know what? This is a good learning experience. Because I went back, I don't know if it'll show the game. It will. Okay, perfect. I thought maybe it wouldn't. So, Cassandra, you said new. So try the BMW. Okay. Yeah, you know, might as well give it a whirl and see, right? Let me just plug in my phone. Make sure I don't lose battery during this stream. Now it's kind of going to haunt me that I didn't get first place, but you know what? I need to overcome that because even though I'm a perfectionist, for the purposes of the stream, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go with the flow. Alright, so notice it says there's upgrades. I don't know how you acquire those, but it'll be interesting to see what type of upgrades you get. Maybe more nitro or handling or top speed. Finish a race with a spare fuel to gain extra points. Okay. I like the music too. The music is kind of retro, you know? I dig it. Wait, what am I in 7th? Oop. It's hard to move while you're turning, so... Sixth. Okay. Overtake him for 5th. Oh, nope. That's the problem. If you hit someone from behind, it'll give them a little boost. Alright, so I want to overtake him. I'm in 3rd. So it says I have 2 laps left. Okay. Final lap, so I want to overtake these 2. That was a wonderful turn. Pat myself on the back for that one. Alright, I'm not going to say anything, because I don't want to brag. But I think I got this in the bag. I think I do. Alright. First place. So having the extra nitro really helps. Am I going to play shmups? Good question. So, as luck would have it, I was looking for shmups, and I found with, I'm an Amazon Prime user, so I have Twitch Prime, and they actually gave away SNK 40th Anniversary on the PC for free. So that game has some shmups, and I could try it and see if it works. I haven't tried it for the specifics of this stream, but I did download and install it the other day. So we could give it a try, because I know that compilation is pretty shmup heavy. And Oh, wow, Sean with the $5 donation. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, Sean. That is a wonderful, wonderful gesture. Shout out to 8BitGlitch79 on YouTube for the kind donation. Check him out on YouTube if you have not already. Does some wonderful pickup videos. Really awesome guy. On a personal note, I met him at my first swap meet in February. Awesome guy. Or as he would say, wicked awesome. So, thank you. Vanguard. Woo. Yeah, I was finally able to stop the car and donate. It also has the Akari. Yes, it does have the Akari word. So, I actually haven't played it yet, but if you are all game, I could give it a try and see. I can't guarantee it'll work because some games show up on, because I'm using Open Broadcaster software, OBS. Some show up, some don't. So I don't know if it'll be compatible. But we could give it a shot and, give it a whirl. If you're up for it. NPOW, Guerrilla War, and Beast Blaster. Okay. I think you'll like that. Yeah, so basically the SNK 40th anniversary is games that SNK made before the fighting game. So it doesn't have King of Fighters. It doesn't have Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, Samurai Showdown. Basically all of their arcade games that before that era, before the Neo Geo era, I guess would be the way to put it. Okay. Nerd Strategy, hey, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by during my inaugural charity stream on behalf of my job, Norwalk Public Library. So I would be remiss if I did not say, if you want to find out more about the hospital that we're doing a donations for, this is the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford. All of the links are in the description, so there's a link for that, the link for the donation page, and also the link for the Norwalk Public Library. So thank you for stopping by. What should you get for dinner? Ooh, Sean, I don't know. That's a good question. What, on a Sunday seems like either a day for Chinese food or a burger. Or you know what? Or pizza. You could either one of the Holy Trinity. Depending on the weather. If it's a sunny day and nice out there, I would say maybe get a burger or pizza. If it's raining or cloudy, maybe get some Chinese food. I think that tends to fit more well with that atmosphere. It does have Street Smart, which isn't very good, but it is a fighter. Okay. Good choices. Again, Sean, just the way my mind works, I tend to associate any type of noodles, pasta, with rainy days. That just seems to be when I enjoy those the most. Bratwurst and a nice pair of Oktoberfest? Hey, absolutely. And again, all adults here, so. But I do need to keep things PG. Again, this is on behalf of the Norwalk Public Library. We can definitely have some fun, but, I just ask that no one uses foul language in the chat. I will obviously refrain myself from doing that. But that doesn't mean we can't have some fun. Yeah, no worries, Sean. Thank you again for the donation. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. I will shoot you a message later on just to personally thank you. Again, that's extremely, extremely kind of you. So I could move on to SNK 40th anniversary, but you know what's bothering me now? It's that perfectionist streak. Notice how San Francisco, Sequoia, have gold, right? They got gold because I did first place in all of them. For Los Angeles, there was that second map that I couldn't get it on. Second place. Do I go ahead and attempt a first place run? What do you guys say? Because this is as much my stream as it is yours. Because if you're taking the time to hang out, you let me know. Should I go ahead and fight that perfectionist urge to get that first place? Or do I just let it be and move on to the next game? I would love your input. I'd say go ahead and try it. You'll get it this time. Buster, that is wonderful logic. I like the way you think. And I will, because this car is a legend, right? Can't go wrong with that. And again, that extra nitrous will definitely come in handy. All right, here we go. I feel the positivity, Buster. I like the way you think. Oh, he hit me. Ooh. All right. I don't know if I'll be able to recover from that. Oh, man. All right. See, my ghost car is up ahead, so that means I'm going slower than I was before. But I caught up now. Fourth, third. Sorry, which lap am I on? Third lap? Okay. Ooh, I hit him. That messed me up. That messed me up. I don't know. I may be beyond the point of no return here. Oh my god, I'm in first. Ooh, because of that last nitrous. Thank you. Ooh, wow. Look at that. I could have potentially messed that up because I got hit. I hit a sign. But that extra nitrous came in clutch. Natalie, hey Natalie, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in the inaugural charity stream for Extra Life. Thank you. You did, Buster, and you absolutely did. Perfect. All right. I mean, there is another race here. I guess is to earn an upgrade for your car. Finish third or better to get an upgrade for all your cars. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just let it be? I got first place. This is really just like an extra race. Should I do it? Or should I move on to the next game? You tell me. Yes, Rich. Thank you. I hope you're well, Natalie. So, Natalie, since you're on here, I would be remiss if I didn't introduce what the purpose of this stream is. So this is my inaugural Extra Life charity stream for the Norwalk Public Library, which is where I work. They were luckily very nice enough to allow me to come up with this idea. Obviously, we're living in different times these days. We can't really do in-person events, especially at the library, because we're still not letting the general public in. So I came up with the idea, hey, you know, every so often I stream some video games from the comfort of my own home. I'd be more than happy to maybe do some type of charity stream going towards a great cause. And obviously there's Extra Life. And the whole purpose of Extra Life is they do fundraising for various children's hospitals across the United States. And I'm not sure if the world, I know the United States. And in this particular stream here, we're raising funds towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. And wow, we just received another notification, didn't we? Natalie, wow, with the $10 donation. Natalie, thank you so much. That means a ton, and it means more than you will know. So we got the little cheery boy. He's so happy that you donated, and he's happy that everyone is taking time out of their day to raise some funds towards a wonderful cause. So, Natalie, thank you. Natalie, you were extremely kind for doing that. Means more than you'll know. And thank you to all of the other donators who have donated today and actually in the days leading up to the stream. So I initially didn't know. I thought, hey, because when you create these charities, you kind of come up with a number. And I thought, well, 200, I don't really know. It's my first time doing it. I don't know if that's too much, if it's too little. I thought it was too much. But thanks to the kindness of all of your hearts, we are over the $200 goal. We're at $320. So thank you. Means the world. Thank you to all of you who have donated. And Natalie, I will send you a personal thank you later on. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you. It goes without saying. So back to the game at hand. What do you all think? Should I move on to the next game where it's already 5:10? Look at that. The first hour has already flown by. Or should I complete this upgrade race to upgrade my car? I will leave it in your hands because, again, it wouldn't be a fun stream if I didn't give all of you some input. So you let me know. I've been on a good streak so far, getting first place. But because this is an upgrade race, it's possible that it may be much more difficult than normal. Upgrade the next game? Sure, I could do that. Absolutely. Okay, well, Natalie, you know what? Since you were the kind soul who donated, absolutely. We'll try the upgrade race. So I need to finish third or better to get upgrades. And these are all the other cars that you can get. That looks like the Dodge Charger from Fast and the Furious. We got a whole bunch of cars here. All right. Skulls and Spikes. All right. Never done this race before, so I don't know what to expect. It could be real tricky. Okay, so these laps are relatively short. But they're twists and turns, so... Weaving through, fourth place. Oh, man. I did not see that coming. That was my fault. Okay, so I may not get first here. But at the very least, if I can get past third, I'll be happy. There we go. I just keep bumping into these guys. That's the problem. Second. Okay, I'm assuming he's first place. First. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. And just so you know, I don't think there's a difficulty set. Because when I tried the game, it just went right to the race. I didn't see any indication of easy, normal, hard. I don't know if it does. Rich GG, thank you. Choose an upgrade. Okay. suspension, so that'll be plus speed, plus steering. Threaded body and aluminum spring plates were tested under extreme conditions to guarantee maximum stability at speed and responsiveness in corners. Okay. Air intake, plus speed, plus nitro. CFD optimized polyethylene airbox extends the power band of the engine and a high-performance air filter to ensure turbulence-free air from idle to full speed. Or exhaust, plus speed, plus acceleration. Fully polished stainless steel, high-precision laser-cut flanges, large radius tube and valves provide 2 routes for high gas exhaling speed and low back pressure. So what do you guys think? I'm not a car guy at all. To me, it would seem the air intake would be the way to go. Anonymous $25 donation. Thank you so much for the wonderful, wonderful gesture. It means more than you'll know. Thank you. Thank you. Again, these are all funds going towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. And already surpassed the $200 goal even before the stream went live. So thank you so much, whoever you are, and that's great. You know, some people like to donate anonymously, and that's perfectly fine, as long as it's going towards a wonderful cause. So thank you. How well do you do at Wacky Wheels? Wacky Wheels. What's Wacky Wheels? Let me, my mind is running a blank. Let's see. Exhaust, air intake, suspension. What do you guys think? Looks like I can only choose one. I'm assuming speed and nitro, or speed and acceleration. Those two seem to be the most pertinent upgrades that I can get. And you may be wondering why I keep rubbing my eyes. Unfortunately, so a bit of a story. I used to have central air, and in the week before this stream, my central air broke down. So I'm waiting on the HVAC company to come in and replace it. So in the meantime, it's very, very hot. So off screen, there's a fan blowing air at me. But ever since I've lost the HVAC, the air is very dry. So my eyes are very itchy. So like I get watery eyes. It's unfortunate, but one of those things that once I get the HVAC back, it'll calm itself down. What happens? Apogee's 1990 knockoff of Mario Kart for DOS. It had a legal rivalry with Scunny Kart. Oh, okay. Wow, that doesn't ring a bell. All right, so what do you guys think? Should I upgrade suspension, air intake, or exhaust? I'm thinking air intake or exhaust would be one of the two things to look at. What say you, chat? And thank you all for giving a thumbs up to the stream. And that actually reminds me, if you would be so kind to give a thumbs up, if you could also possibly share to your social media platforms. The more people who are aware of the cause, the better. And I appreciate all of you coming by today on this Sunday afternoon, which, at least here in Connecticut, it's very sunny skies, very nice. I hope in your neck of the woods it's good. But either way, you're taking the time out of your Sunday afternoon to come hang out with me, so it means the world. Thank you. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the air intake. So this is a upgrade that goes into all of the cars. Perfect. I got an achievement. Pump my ride. Oh, I got a new car. Fancy gray. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm just curious. I'm not going to race, but I'm just going to look at the car. Speed made classy. So the top speed is 140 miles per hour. Acceleration is a one millisecond faster. But the problem is the handling is 2.6. So it's not going to handle as good. It's a bit more fuel efficient, and it has one less nitro than the BMW. Thank you, Natalie, for the share. Really appreciate it. And again, I thank all of you for hanging out tonight. Again, I can't say that enough. Sundays are usually made for, family outings or movie nights or, doing one of many things. The fact that you're coming out to watch me play some games and do a charity stream means the world. So thank you all. I really cannot express it in words. So for those of you who know cars, what car would this be? I'm not really much of a car guy, so don't really know what car this is modeled after. It looks like an Audi, just from the grille, but I could be wrong. Like I said, this is a BMW. This is a M3, I believe. This has got the quad exhaust and the BMW logo. This looks like a Supra, maybe? Or some kind of Mitsubishi. This would be the Porsche, right? Porsche 911? And then the Ferrari. The Outrun, classic. Audi R8, this one? Natalie, I forgot, you know your cars, right? So, correct me if I'm wrong. So, Audi R8, BMW M3, which this looks like. This looks like some kind of Supra. Porsche something. 911, I could be wrong. Oh, Dodge Viper. Okay, Dodge Viper. Aston Martin, you say? Okay. Possibly. This is definitely a BMW, though, for sure. I'm thinking M3, because M3 is usually smaller, lower to the ground, and not as long. So it's not the M5. Porsche is the white one. Okay. Look at you. You know your cars. I don't know my cars, obviously. But yeah, so this is a pretty cool game. Again, it's called Horizon Chase Turbo. Figured I'd give it a whirl. So yeah, we'll move on to the next game now. Let me just exit here. I honestly don't know how I got this game. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle at some point. Didn't think anything of it. But then as I was looking through this stream and trying to figure out what games to play, it kind of caught my eye. I'm like, oh, this kind of looks like Rad Racer. So let me give it a try. Okay, so as some of you have mentioned, you want to have me play some shmups. So let me try the SNK 40th anniversary. See if it works. I don't know if it will. Try the game Neon Drive or Retrowave. Love the soundtrack. You know what? I think I have it on Steam. Now that you mention it. So let me see. What's one of them? Neon Drive or Retrowave. So let me see. Neon. Okay, I don't have Neon Drive. What about Retrowave? Retrowave I do. I do have Retrowave. I just haven't installed it. So unfortunately, for the sake of this stream, I'm only going to play games that I've installed because I definitely want to try to keep things a little bit more expedient. But I do have Retrowave. So that must have been another Humble Bundle game at some point. But now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty cool. So let's try the SNK 40th anniversary. See if that works. I just need to load up the Amazon installer. So correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, if you're still here. The SNK 40th anniversary, I think, was handled by M2. So M2 is a Japanese company known for doing really good jobs with emulation for older titles. And you know what? As we're here, let me adjust this here. And I'm just waiting for the Amazon installer here to show up. So it looks like the Amazon games taking its sweet time to load. So I'm just going to give it another minute. If it doesn't load, then we'll just have to switch to another game. Because I definitely don't want to keep you guys waiting. Retrowave is like tiny, maybe an 80 megabyte, I think. 1.8 gigs. Okay. Yeah, it's just because I'm streaming right now, I don't want to download things because that could potentially mess with the quality of the stream. So, but again, that could definitely be something for the next time. Because this was such a success, I would say, I would definitely love to do this again on some kind of semi-regular basis. Treasury Search shows its digital eclipse. They also did the Mega Man Street Fighter beat 'em up compilation from Capcom. I could have sworn that when I popped in SNK 40th anniversary, it showed the M2 splash. Oh. You know what? Okay, so Amazon Games right now is acting a little wonky. It's not letting me see the games I have installed. It's just loading. So it's possible that Amazon is having some server issues right now. I'm going to give it one more try to see. Imagine if I donated those cookies. Those cookies. So that's kind of an inside joke, but Natalie is quite the connoisseur of food, and she's quite the baker extraordinaire. Those were, what were they? Snickerdoodle, right? I forget. Okay, so let me give Amazon game one more try. And if it doesn't work, I'll just have to move on to the next game that I have on Steam. Would have been nice to play SNK, but it looks like Amazon Games just doesn't want to work. Yeah. Let me close it. Again, apologies to those of you who are watching and don't see a game right now. But I know because Taco asked about shmups, and I know there are some shmups on the SNK compilation. Snickerdoodle. I just made them crunchy, so it was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, you're right. But funny story about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I used to love it when I was a kid, but the past times I've had it in like the past 5 years, not the same. Not the same to me. Maybe I'm jaded, but it just didn't seem to be the same. All right, so I'm giving Amazon one more whirl. One more whirl to see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to move on to the next game. So, c'est la vie. Thank you for your patience. And again, just to give an update, as you can see on the left side of the screen there. So initially my goal for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center was to raise $200. Thanks to all of your selfless donations and generous gestures, we're at $345. So we've surpassed the goal, and that's nothing but a wonderful thing. So thank you to those of you who have donated. Thank you to those of you who have shared the stream. My immeasurable thanks go out to all of you. Thank you. Aldo, you need to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 2 a.m. with Insomnia and American Dad rerun. You know, I don't eat a lot of cereal, to be honest. And that's my fault. It's always fire in that scenario. It'd be awesome to see 500. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say that. That'd be great, yes. But 345 is more more than I could have ever asked for. So I'm already way ahead of that. Okay, so it looks like the SNK did pop up. So we're gonna try this and see if it works. It may or may not work though. So we'll give it a try. So it looks like it's launching now. And we'll see. It says that it shows. Can you see, right? You see the digital eclipse sign? You can see it because I can see it on the phone here. Okay. You know what? Before that, let me update the name of the game here because I wrote it incorrectly. And it should show up on the top left of the screen. So every time I play a game, I do want to show the name of the game in case somebody's popping in. They can see on the top left. So here we go. So there's 3 choices here: arcade, museum, and options. Let me just make sure the options here. There's not a lot. Full screen on. Yep. Okay, perfect. Play a curated selection of classic SNK games. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think this was a Switch game first, right? And then it eventually hit other platforms, but I'm not sure which platform. Unless it's only Switch and PC, I would find that to be very odd. So there's quite a few games here. This is Alpha Mission, which is shmup. Release date 1985. There's also Athena. Obviously the character Athena. So this was 1986, so this seems to be a platformer. Beast Busters, 1989. So this looks to be like a shooter, like a light gun game. It's on Switch, PC, Xbox One, pretty sure PS4. Ikari Warriors is great. Yeah, so I've never played this collection, but as I was saying before, because I have Amazon Prime, they do offer games every month. And one of the free games that they're offering was SNK 40th Anniversary. Bermuda Triangle, 1987. This looks to be a shmup. Yep. So I'm definitely more of a vertical shmup guy. That's more my bread and butter. Horizontal shmups I like, but their vertical shmups speak more to me. I just wish you could use a mouse on Beast Busters, but you can't. You have to use the thumbstick. Yeah, that would kind of break the game though, right? It would make it a little bit too easy. Chopper 1, 1988. I like the menu. The menu looks very nice. It's very stylish, very professional looking. I dig it. The presentation is very nice. Very clean. So what do you guys think I should play? Crystallis. This is a 1990. This is a platformer. This was a NES game. So it's not just arcade games. It's NES games as well. Fantasy, 1981. Oh wow, look at this. This looks like a balloon fight. You have to avoid the helicopters. Guerrilla War. Well, you know what? We'll play a little bit of each, right? Just to get the whole Full experience, right? So, even the arcade games include the NES versions? Really? Okay. So let's see. Oh, you can adjust, okay, you can adjust difficulty. Well, we'll do easy because, again, these games are pretty hard. We'll switch the lives to 5. Controls, yes. Alright. Oh, you can rewind. Okay. Lasers X, missiles A, select weapon B. Okay. Missiles, lasers. Huh. Okay. Oh, you can switch the region. Ah, okay. This is cool. This is a very nice presentation, I have to say. Alright, well, let's try. Let's try Alpha Mission. See how this goes. Oh, okay, so you can try. Okay, like you said, you can do NES or arcade. Well, definitely arcade. Oh, you could watch. So, like, is there like a pre-programmed playthrough? Okay. This is very cool. Alright. Please push 1 or 2 player button. Excuse me. So there's different weapons. Alright, so do I use D-pad or arcade stick? Okay, so there are missiles for these things. So missiles are for items in the background. I wasn't aware of that. Kind of sounds like the Superman theme song. So this is kind of like Legendary Wings in the fact that there are items in the 2 different planes. It looks like there's some slowdown here. So these guys just tend to loop. Whoop. I got caught there. But you know what? I can whine. Aha. And I can avoid them. Aha. I mean, it kind of breaks the game, but, you know. I will say that you move very slowly. Here comes the boss. Oh, wow. Wow, you move really slow. And they home in on you. Wow. All right. Wow, look at this. Jesus. What they mean by quarter muncher. Yeah, so the bullets home in on you too. Wow, yeah, I don't know how you'd beat this. Wow, okay. So this game is rather tough. I really don't know how you'd beat this boss, just moving the way you are, because you're so slow. And when you die once, you get sent back. Yeah, look at that, the bullets home in on you. That's crazy. Cheater, but I mean, even at this point, I can't even beat this. So I don't understand the mechanics of the power-ups, because I was collecting so many power-ups, but I don't know what they do. Oh, okay, wait a minute. This is a bit better. Right, that didn't last very long. Yeah, wow. Like, how does this guy die? These bullets keep on coming after you. So this is a game, what is it called? Wow, I'm running blanks. This is the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, but I'm being destroyed by this first boss. So, Alpha Mission, I believe. So this looks like, doesn't look like I'm able to beat this. This is, yeah. If you can beat the first stage, then more power to you. Wow. That just, I don't really understand the concept behind like the power-ups, because like you see here, this guy's moving fast and has all these like double shots. I don't understand what constitutes that. You went with a burger? Nice. Good choice, good choice. So that would be something where I would need to kind of have more of a fundamental understanding of how the power-ups work. Because one, I was moving incredibly slow, and getting all those power-ups didn't really seem to affect me at all. So yeah, that didn't work out very well. Bermuda Triangle, that seems to be another shmup. And mind you, that was on easy. Like, what does that tell you? So this is 87. Normal. Continues, yeah. Leave it on easy. Get 5. Controls. Rewind. Attack turbo. Attack. Option. Wait, what? Oh, this was a twin stick shooter. Oh boy. So this is going to be very weird. I don't know if this is going to work for me. Oh wow. I'll try it, but oh boy. Attack right bumper. Alright. Well, let's give it a try. A twin stick shooter. Oh boy.
Emergency. Emergency. Land on deck fit. Emergency. Emergency. Land on deck fit. Emergency. Emergency.
Yeah, I'll try Akari Warriors for sure. All right, so now.
Warning. Warning. Emergency. Alpha mission start.
Okay, so you can attack enemies from all sides. So it's going to be a little hard to get used to the twin stick motions because I'm not really used to that in these types of shmups. And there is so much going on. There is so much sensory overload here. Good lord. Alright, so now I'm going back down. This is pretty wild. Well, looks like but I don't know if you need to collect life. This is pretty wild. But it's so odd using the triggers to shoot. Oh, there we go. Oh. Well, it's hard to tell what's friendly, what isn't. Okay, so you can't touch these things. I thought you could. I like the little voice sample, right? Okay, there goes that stage. Has anyone ever played this? It's just really hard to tell. I thought those red circles were friendly things, but apparently not. I will say, it hurts using the triggers repeatedly like this. It's not very friendly to your hand. Alright, so the E's are the good things. But the red orbs are not. Whoop. Is there like a bomb that I'm not aware of? Alright, so I definitely want to try to get the E's. Oh, what do you guys think? Is this a kind of a wacky? This is very sensory overload. Like, there's a lot happening on screen, and it's hard to keep track of it all.
Warning. Damage. Hammer. Closing. Power. Report.
Oh boy. That's shooting. Oh.
Bomb heart.
Oh, so it's shooting out mines. Okay. What's up, Taco? Well, you wanted shmups. I'm giving you shmups. Right, so you know what? This one is fine. But want to try to see the other games, see what they have to offer. So Natalie asked for Ikari Warriors. Now, this one has Ikari Warriors 1, 2, 3. Which one would you prefer? I think 3 is 3 was a beat 'em up though, right? It wasn't a run and gun, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a different style. What say you? It was an overhead beat 'em up. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, sure, we'd see it here. Ah, yes. Okay. Try number 1. Okay. See the options here. Lives 5. Continues on. Controls. Fire, right trigger. Grenade, left trigger. Okay. Now you could set auto fire, but I'll keep that off for now. There was and it's brutal. Well, I mean, they all are, really. So I'm not going to say I'm going to be very good at this. I'm more of a Contra guy. I was never big. I was never proficient at Ikari Warrior. Now, is the audio low for you guys? Because it actually isn't that loud for me either. And I actually didn't see if there was a... I didn't see an option for audio, to be honest, to like set the levels. So... Oh boy. Well, could have done that better. He killed himself, but I'm out of ammo now. Oh boy. I forgot that you need to pick your shots, man. I'm not used to that. come on. There you go. This guy just ran totally over the mountain, but... Oh boy. These are mines, right? I gotta watch out for these. Oop. Let me catch up with the chat here. Still remember the arcade cab, you use dials. Ikari Warriors or Commando? I would say Commando. Mostly because Capcom, their style is more what I played growing up, and I played Commando more in the arcades. It was very seldom where I would see any Ikari Warriors, to be honest. Taco, I noticed you play a lot of retro games. Most of them are known for the difficulty, mainly no save states. Is there a game that's so difficult that you won't even touch? No, I wouldn't say that, but there are games that I haven't completed because they're so hard. One case in particular, a game that I had growing up for the Genesis was Revenge of Shinobi, and that was a game that, as much as I tried as a kid, I could never beat it. There was a certain stage I couldn't get past, and it wasn't until many years later where I played it, and I'm no lies, I had to use cheats to beat it. And even with cheats, you still get the bad ending because there's a good ending and a bad ending. It's just the final boss is so ludicrously hard that to get the good ending is quite the task, even with cheating. But I just figured for the purpose of this stream, it would be easier to show more retro games because they're more simple and I could play a little bit of each, move along, as opposed to like a more modern game where that doesn't really allow you that luxury, you know? I blew up the tank. Whoops. Don't want to do that. So I want to get in the tank, but I have no more guns. How do I get in the... How do I get in the tank? Why does it not let me go in the tank? I don't want the mines, no. Oh boy. I saw a notification for it, Natalie, but since I'm doing this stream, I can't really look at IMs right now. You know, this isn't really like a personal stream. This, again, I'm doing this on behalf of my job, so I do want to try to focus on the stream itself. Why will it not let me go in? I forget what the trick is to get this to, get the tank. Oh, okay, that's what you're eating? Nice, nice. I will definitely look at it later. Ruxton? Oh, Rich, that was a one and done game, my guy. That is not happening again. Why will it not let me go in? It won't let me go in the tank, even though it says in. Well, okay. Much for that. Get these mines, man. They're just coming after you. Not a care in the world. Oh boy. Guy with a flamethrower. Alright, why will you not go in? What's the problem? It won't let me in the tank. Is there something I'm not looking at here? Controls, fire, grenade, move up, move down, move left, move right. Huh. I wonder why won't it let me in the tank? There we go. Okay, I gotta hit the bomb button. I was doing that before. I'm not sure why it wasn't working. I definitely want to stay in. This is very similar to, you know, if you played like Super C. Super C had some over top-down stages. You really start to forget how brutal these games could be, huh? Oh boy. And just not good no matter how I slice it here. I'm doomed no matter what. Alright, so what? It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, now you have tanks to fight. Wow. Damn. This is a tough game. This is very tough. You really have to admire the people who were able to do it. Oh wow, game over. There is a game over. Well, Natalie, there's Ikari Warriors, and it destroyed me. No jokes. No jokes at all. Alright, so that's... We can exit this game. See what other game can we try here? Iron Tank. A lot of these twin stick games. This console. Munchmobile. Oh, okay. You're driving around and picking up power-ups. $1979. Ozma Wars. Look, this is very Space Invaders-like. Paddlemania. Tennis. POW. Prisoners of War. You know what? I had this on NES way back when. I only played the arcade version once because there was only one arcade I knew that had it. Prehistoric Isle. This looks like another shmup. Oh, so this one's horizontal. Psycho Soldier, the first game with Athena from the King of Fighters fame. And while I'm taking a sip of water, again, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you for those of you who are commenting. Thank you especially to those of you who are donating. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. I went in to today not knowing how much I'd be able to get. You know, I thought $10 would be enough. So we're currently at, what are we looking at right now? $345. That is a big win for me, and I think a big win for everyone. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling knowing that you can send money towards a wonderful cause. So, thank you to all of you who donated. Very, very thankful for that. This is another twin stick shooter. Sasuke vs. Commander. Oh wow, look at that. Street Smart, 1989. This looks like a beat 'em up. Or a fighting game. Time Soldiers. Another twin stick shooter. TNK 3. Another twin stick shooter. Lots of twin stick games here. Vanguard. The vertical shooter, or horizontal. And then World War. This kind of has the King of the Monsters font to it. And this is yet another twin stick shooter. So many twin stick shooters here. Wow. Usually not my bread and butter here. I'll be honest. But you know what? POW may be a little bit too violent, if I remember correctly. I remember it being pretty brutal. So I will not play that just for the sake of this stream. Another twin stick shooter. So many twin stick shooters. Chopper 1. You know what? Let's try this one. This seems to be a traditional shmup. That's more my calling. Go on easy. Controls. Fire X. Turbo Y. Special weapons A, so that'd be your bomb. Okay. This is more traditional shmup. Guerrilla War is fun. Yeah. We already did a twin stick shooter, so that's fine. This is more my bread and butter, so this is... I've actually never played this before, so I'm curious to see how this works. Their quest is to fight and destroy the enemy in the sky. Chopper 1. $19.88. Again, my apologies for the game not being as loud. It's not very loud for me, so it just seems to be the game in general is pretty low. And I didn't see any options to adjust the volume. So let's give this a whirl. Border Patrol reports enemy troop buildup. Emergency, emergency. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Alright. So right off the bat, this reminds me of Legendary Wings. What it looks like. Oh wow. Ooh. They're even throwing rocks at you. Look at that. What a novelty. Okay, they throw nets at you. Where's the power-ups, though? I need some power-ups here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, alright. Ooh, okay, that's your bomb. Okay. Right, I have a triple shot now. So that's somewhat better. This is pretty brutal, though, and this is on easy. But the fact that you have nets coming out of nowhere to try to ensnare you, and enemies will hit you off screen. So the difficulty here is really high, I'd say. It says dangerous, that means I must be the boss. Get to the chopper. That's right, nerd strategy. Jonathan, hey Jonathan, how are you doing, buddy? Remember I told you a while ago that I was going to be playing some games for my job, and that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, when you talk, it's turning down the game mode. Yeah, so that's kind of how I have it set up. So I set it up so that the game can be loud, but when I do talk, I take precedence. So it'll actually drop the audio of the game so that you can hear me the most. So, hey Jonathan. I forgot to send a link to mommy and daddy about that. But thank you for watching. So I'm here. I'm making some money for a children's hospital, and if you look on the top right, it tells you that right now we made $345 for a hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. The Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So it's great. Gianni says hi. Hi, Gianni. So actually, these are my nephews. My nephews are watching. That's really cool. All right, so I got to watch out for these fireballs. Whoop. That was my fault. Whoop. Keep blowing up here. These things are, it's hard to focus on the fireball guy because he keeps moving around. There he goes. There goes the boss. All right. So this one's okay. You did a good job. Stand by for new orders. Destroy enemy's underground base near border. Earning a medal is up to your success. I hope you, Jaden, Gianni, and Brooklyn are having fun. So I think that'll be enough for this game before I get too into it, because actually it's 6:16, so I'm already 2 hours in. So we're at the halfway point here for this stream. Thank you, all of you who are watching. Really appreciate it. So, I don't know, I think that'll be all for the SNK 40th anniversary. It's a fun, you know what, I like the UI. The presentation is very neat, without a doubt. So actually, yeah, in the options, there isn't an option for the audio. So, that's intriguing. But yeah, if you go to the museum, there's a lot of factoids for you can actually listen to the soundtracks. There's behind-the-scenes trivia and artwork. Or you can get a timeline of SNK's Golden Age from 1978 to 1990. So that's cool. Very cool. So if you have this, it's available on Switch. As Rich said before, I think Xbox One, PS4. And I have it on PC. So definitely worth a shot. You know, a lot of these compilations that people make can usually be pretty hit or miss, and this one's actually really, really nice. It's got a lot of detail. The presentation is really ace, so highly recommended. All right, so I am going to switch to another game, and you know what? We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch it up. So something totally different. So let me just update the name of the game here. Just one moment. And again, thank you so much for those of you who are watching. Thank you for those of you who are donating. And really appreciate it. So just to give for those of you who are watching now, says I have 9 viewers. So this is the very first inaugural stream, charity stream on behalf of Norwalk Public Library. If you look at the description in the YouTube description, there is a link for the donations if you want to donate. There's also a link for the hospital which we are doing donations for. That is the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. And lastly, there's a link for the Norwalk Public Library itself. So again, to give some background behind this whole stream and what's going on tonight is I was, you know, we're living in the new normal now with COVID, and the library is not open for public right now just due to state mandates. And we're kind of thinking, hey, what can we do to maybe give back to the community, entertain, and also do something for a wonderful cause. So I came up with the idea. I told my higher-ups, I said, hey, you know, I tend to play video games on the computer and I stream them. How about we try looking into a charity stream, something that can benefit towards a local business. And the folks at Extra Life, see them up at the very top, they've been doing this since 2008. They've been doing fundraisers for various children's hospitals across the nation, and I partnered up with them to set up this event. Initially, I said $200 would be the goal. As you can see on the top there, we've made up $345, so that is an incredibly wonderful thing. It warms my heart. That money is going to go to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center, which will help them fund supplies for the children, better care, better equipment, and just an overall better quality of life for the kids who are in need. So it's a wonderful thing. Thank you to all of you who have donated. I cannot express how much my gratitude is for those of you who donated, and for those of you who are watching. It's really appreciated. So thank you. Hey, bro, what's going on? So I actually can't donate on behalf. So if you want to donate, if you go to the YouTube in the description, there's a link that says donation link, and if you click on there, you can either donate through PayPal or you can put in your credit card information. Entirely up to you, and you can specify how much you'd like if you'd like to do that. Very much appreciated either way. Hey Naomi, how are you? How are you today? So right now it's 6:20 p.m. here in America. So in Japan it's probably 6 in the morning, right? So thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the donation you made. So Monau here actually donated, was one of the people who donated before this event went live. So thank you. Round of applause to all of you who donated. Your kindness knows no bounds. So thank you. So with that said, I'm going to move on to the next game here, which is quite a big departure from what we were previously playing. So let's give this a whirl. It should show up. Again, I want to try to get a variety of games going, so hopefully it shows up in the screen for you guys, which I think it does.
Sega.
Always got to wash your hands. Wash your hands. Keep your masks on. Keep your social distancing with people. You know, it's these little things that we can do day by day that just overall help everyone out in the long run. So alright, so this is one of my favorite games of all time. You probably can't see, but I'm wearing a Sega shirt. I'm definitely a Sega fanboy. And this was a game on the Sega Dreamcast. Also in the arcade. Sega Bass Fishing. It was just in the in the heyday of Sega, when they dominated the arcade scene. So it's really cool. That was meant to be a clap. No, but you know what, Natalie? It's very relevant today, so thank you for putting that on. You gotta play Gigawing with the fishing controller. I've never done that. But actually, it kind of makes sense, because the way you would hold it would be like a joystick. And you know what? I do have the fishing controller, which I actually got at Aldo, which was my swap meet that I had back in February. And a friend of mine, actually Don, was kind enough to give me the fishing controller in the box for a really good price. But it's actually the second gen fishing controller, because it's the excuse me, the Sega Sports box, not the original fishing controller box. You know what? Let's go fishing. You know, it's a wonderful day weather-wise in Connecticut, so I would imagine there's quite a few people playing, or people fishing in real life. But who needs that when you got Sega Bass Fishing? All right, arcade mode or original mode? Honestly, I forget what the difference is. But you know what? We're gonna do arcade. You've been wearing your Alco shirt? Well, that's very nice of you, Natalie. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that the shirt fits well. And a friend of mine actually made that, so I think it's one of those shirts that will last a while with repeated washes. So that's very kind.
Welcome to Lake Paradise. Select an area.
Lodge area.
Lodge area. Enjoy your fishing.
Select a lure.
Select the lure.
So one of the things about this game is the
Select the casting point.
the voice acting is just so good. We like that's part of the big charm of this game.
Bite it. Fish.
All right, here we go.
Turn the rod. Lower the rod.
Come on, let's go. I want to make sure that the tension is not so high.
You're almost there. Turn the rod.
There we go. That's one.
Okay, now.
Average size.
Good job.
So in this stage, I need to try to get 11 pounds worth of fish. That is my goal to beat the stage.
Bite it.
Yeah, there we go.
Lower the rod.
Come on. That's a small one. That's a small one. Oh, average size.
Okay, an average size. Good job. Time bonus.
The announcer's voice is it's so good. It's so peppy and full of energy. That's what makes Shenmue charming. Yeah. Actually, you know what? In Shenmue 3, there's actually fishing in Shenmue 3. Come on. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big one. Come on. No, no, no. The big one. The big one. The big one. Yes, yes, yes. Come get it. Come get it. Nope, nope. I missed out. Alright. I missed out on that one. So because this is arcade mode, even though the time goes up, that's fine, because you could just press start to continue. There we go. So when the rod goes red, I'm going to try to let go of the reel. I don't want it to snap the line. That's a big one. This is a big one.
Oh, a big one.
Time bonus.
Rank in. Time bonus.
Alright, so I'm going to run out of time, but that's fine. I could just press start. Again, this was an arcade game. So you could just put in a quarter, in essence, to continue. Ooh, that's a big one too. That's a big one. That's a big one. Come on. Come on. Nope. Oh, wait, wait, wait. No, no, come on. Yeah. Alright. So, funny thing, this game was released on the Wii, but unfortunately on the Wii, they changed the announcer. It's not the same voice. So that drastically changes the game. Oh look, a turtle. To not be any fun anymore. So, I would definitely say play it on Dreamcast, or in this case, this is on Steam. Yeah, come on. Come get it, come get it. Come on. Oh. Well, Shenmue 3 right now is available on PlayStation 4 and PC only. So it's not on Xbox yet. Just a matter of time, though. Alright, so he's not a big fish. But that's fine. It'll probably bring me up to the quota that I need.
Turn the rod flat. You're almost there. Be careful.
It's an average size.
Okay, an average size. Good job. You got a special lure. Lounge area cleared. Go to.
I haven't played 3 yet, I just have a really huge hate for Epic Games. Yeah, that's fine. It's just, you know, and I totally get it. I totally get it, for sure. It's just that I'm a big Shenmue fanboy, so I definitely needed it. Without a doubt.
Select the casting point.
It's still the same, just with less suffer like G did flavor. Yeah, it's just that, you know, sometimes, especially with older games, the narrator makes the game. So by changing the narrator, who's very chipper and has that English sound, it's no longer the same enjoyment, you know? And why did they change it as well? It made no sense, really. I prefer to play this one on my Dreamcast with the real. Yeah, for sure. With the rod, of course. Hey, Nuker, what's going on, Nuker? Thank you for stopping by. So this is the... Yeah, I'm playing a variety of games, and this is the next game on the list. So, doing some fishing here.
It's coming near.
Probably the greatest game, I would say, fishing. Sega bass fishing. Pure arcade glory at its greatest.
Turn the rod right.
Turn the rod right, yep, reel you in, come on.
Lower the rod. Lower the rod.
Watch the tension.
You're almost there. Turn the rod right. Be careful.
There we go.
No.
A small one. Oh boy.
Time bonus.
Yeah, well, initially I was going to do it yesterday. It's just because of the storm. I mean, we didn't really get hit too hard, but the reports were saying that we were due to get hit. So, just mainly because of how we've been losing power and internet a lot, I just didn't want to risk it. And I figured, you know what? I'll postpone it a day and see what happens. Alright, this seems to be another small guy.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's a small one.
No. Small one. Time bonus.
But thank you for stopping by, Nuker. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm trying a different lure. This, since it's surface only, it might attract smaller fish here. So maybe that might not be the right lure that I need. You live and learn. I'm not a fishing expert by any means, so it seems to be a smaller fish. Come on. There's another small one, right? Nope, average size.
Okay, an average size. Good job. Time bonus.
Yeah, Shenmue 3 will hit Steam. It's just probably the end of the year, maybe. October, November. Because again, the Epic deal is more of a timed exclusive, I would imagine.
Turn the rod flat.
Come on. I got you.
You're almost there. Be careful.
Another average size.
An average size. Good job.
So notice the boat says Get Bass.
Time bonus.
So Get Bass is the Japanese name for Sega bass fishing. Let me just catch up here with the chat because I want to make sure that I'm caught up here. After this, Snooker will be firing up Fishing Derby on the mighty 2600. Watch out for the shark. I don't think there's a shark in this game, to be honest. I've seen turtles, but that's about it. So I think in this stage, to get the heavier fish, I definitely need the lure that goes deep. shallow end lure is not really the ideal one. This case looks like I'm out of luck here. There was a big fish around here, so let me see if I can attract his attention. Come on, there you go. There we go. Alright, tension is quicker, so I think he's a bigger fish. Just gotta watch that tension. Come on! Gotta watch out with the tension, though. I don't want to snap the line. This is a big one.
Oh, a big one.
Say he's a real big fish? Not this one. The biggest fish I've received in this game was probably about 15 pounds. I think 15 pounds was the biggest I've had so far. So usually he'll pick it up by both hands because it's so big. Yeah, I think I messed up by picking the wrong lure. But it doesn't let you choose another lure, like you have to kind of stick with it. Unfortunately. So it was my mistake for picking the wrong one. But again, I'm not a fisherman by any means, so I don't know. Again, as I'm playing, again, any and all donations towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Center would be greatly appreciated. We've already cleared our goal pretty early in on the stream, but any additional donations would be greatly appreciated. Again, not required, but it is going to a good cause and it's going to help some kids in need, so would greatly appreciate. Or at the very least, any shares that you can give. You could share it on your social media platforms. Anything to help spread the word. So I appreciate and am grateful to any of those who are watching currently. Thank you. I think he's an average size. Average size, yep.
Okay, an average size. Good job. Cape area cleared. Go to next area.
Next area, okay. Inlet area. So now I get to pick a different spinner bait, pencil bait, move rod to make lure shake, reel constantly, deep crank. So this is middle, full range spinner bait. Alright. Oh, I'm terrible too, Rich. Don't get me wrong. This is, I'm atrocious at fishing games. It's just that because this one is arcadish. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Come on. Oh, he's not interested. Oh, wait. Yes, he is. Come on. Ah, the little one got it. Oh, man. Well, that's what happens sometimes. I was denied. I was denied the big one for a little one. That's what happens. I'm about to run out of time, but that's fine.
Time's up.
Come on!
Try it again.
Man, that was a big one, too. He was at least a good 8 pounds. But he's not around here anymore. Nope. Hmm. Oh, there he is. There he is. Come on. Come on, big guy. Come on. No, why is... It's always a small one that bite. Oh, man. That's just the worst. The worst luck. Another small one. No, average size.
Okay, an average size. Good job. You got a special lure.
The big one is not interested in coming out to play. Just like real life, huh? Yeah, because, you know, I figure with this bait, it makes a noise, it spins around, it'd be more, you know, there he is, there he is. Yeah, there we go. Third time's a charm with you, buddy. Just don't break. Just don't break it. Don't break. Don't break. I just don't want to break the line. There he is. What do you say, 10 pounds? 9 pounds?
This one.
15 pounds. So there goes the quota.
Rank in. Inland area cleared.
Alright, this should be the final stage now.
The palace. Enjoy.
Catch a super bass, yep. So this is the big ones.
Select the lure.
Buzzbait, real deep. See, but this is a surface level one. So I think I'm gonna stick with this one. It allows me a full range of motion. So this stage has the big ones. They're like this guy. Look at this guy. Ooh, look at these big ones. Look at these big ones. But they are not interested. Nope. Gotta try again.
Time's up. Come on. Try it again.
Let me see if they're around. Oh, oh, oh. No dice. Alright. There he is. Around here. I just saw him. So these fish, I remember when I got it, it was like 18 pounds to 20 pounds. These guys are big. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta watch that tension. There we go.
This one's huge.
18 pounds.
Rank in. Terrific. You've cleared all the areas.
Take a bass fishing complete.
Biggest bass you've caught. Grandmaster. Your bass fishing technique is great. Please enter your name.
Legendary fisherman right here. Just saying. Yeah, I remember the last time I did it, I did get a little bit more. I think it was like 20-ish. Oh wow, did we get another donation? Oh now? Really? Let me confirm here. It should pop up on it did. Wow. Naomi, thank you so much. You already donated once before. That's you certainly didn't have to, but thank you so much. That is a very extremely kind of you. Thank you so much for your kind and generous notion. And thank you again. Thank you to all of the donators who took the time out of their day to send a little money to some kids in need. So that's very, very kind. Love from Japan. Thank you, Naomi. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. I really appreciate it more than you know. So thank you. And I will send you a message later on to personally thank you. Very, very kind. Alright, so we have completed Sega Bass Fishing. Again, because it's an arcade game, you can't really lose. All you do is keep putting in quarters. But I think with original mode, that might be the mode where you have limited continues, perhaps. I don't remember off the top of my head. So the funny thing with there are a couple Dreamcast games on Steam, and they're pretty hit or miss in terms of quality and performance. Bass Fishing, I think, plays pretty on point with the way it is on Dreamcast. Sonic Adventure plays fine. I had initially wanted to play Crazy Taxi, but Crazy Taxi, the performance is atrocious. Even on my machine, it runs like at 35 frames a second. It was just ported over really terrible. So unfortunately, I can't do Crazy Taxi. I would have loved to have done it, but it's just a terrible port, unfortunately. Natalie Taco, I think the fee that Apple charges is a huge price. I think that there should be some sort of compromise between Epic and Apple. It's two companies I'm not fond of, but Apple tends to be more stubborn. That's true. That's very true.
Game over.
All right. So, with that, we're going to move on to the next game. I have the original soundtrack files for the Steam Crazy Taxi if you're ever interested. Yeah, I know they changed it. I know it's a pretty easy fix, but the thing is, have you played it yourself? Because when I played it, the frame rate was terrible. And I'm rating that's pretty much across the board. They just didn't optimize it at all. So even if you have a good machine, it's still not going to play as good as it did on Dreamcast, which is unfortunate. But anyways, let's exit the game. That was a fun little distraction, I'd say. You have it's odd, plays way better on Dream. It does, yeah. And there's no reason why it shouldn't play as good as it does. But they just, destroyed it. So it is what it is. But anyway, it is 6:48. I'm just going to step away for a bit. I'm going to grab another beverage. So I will be right back, and we will do the next game. Oh, hold on. Okay, my camera's out of sync. You know what? That's good. This is something I mentioned before. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. 1 second. Okay, webcam should be fixed. It's an odd glitch with the webcam I have, and it goes off sync every couple seconds. I'm not sure why, but anyways, I will be right back. I'm going to go get a drink, and we'll move on to the next game. So what I'm thinking is we could do Castlevania Anniversary Collection, Contra Anniversary Collection, Pac-Man Championship Edition, or the Sonic Adventure DX, or the Genesis Classics Collection. So we can do either one of those, or we could do Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. We do that as well. But those are a couple of the names I'll give. I'll be right back, and if you want to maybe shoot some suggestions, let me know, and I will be right back. All right. Sorry about that. So I just went to get a drink. So yeah, Natalie, you said Sonic Adventure, so we can definitely do that. So let me switch the name of the game here. Reflect that. I guess it's only appropriate because I'm wearing a Sega shirt. That's the route we're going. This is Sonic Adventure DX. So that should say it up on the top left there. And let me just double check here. So yeah, we're at $370 from a $200 goal. So that's 185% past the original requirement. So thank you, all of you. I really, really do appreciate it. So more than you'll know. So let's give Sonic Adventure a whirl. Maybe do a stage or two. Nothing too crazy, but give it a little whirl. So let me just make sure it shows up here. I know Sonic Adventure in the past, sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. So I may need to restart the game in case it doesn't show up on your end. Which it does. Okay, perfect. I'm going to let this cutscene play because this is one of the seminal parts of the game. One of the iconic things, I would say. Again, you got to transport yourself back to 1999. These were mind-blowing graphics. You know, you're coming from PlayStation 1 and Saturn to this. It was quite mind-blowing for its time. Smash. Oh God, you know, I can't. So good. I actually have goosebumps still because it just transported me back to my 15-year-old self. So good. We'll never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Close my eyes and feel the burn. The gameplay was lacking? No, I love it. But again, I'm a total fanboy, so my opinion is very skewed.
Select a file.
Alright. So I did initially start a kind of like a test run. So I did do the initial fight with Chaos. So we're going to start off in Emerald Coast. We're going to go right to it. Let's see. No, this should all be fine.
Select your character.
So again, the whole idea with this game is if you want to go for 100%, you would complete Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big the Cat, E102Y, Gamma. And by completing all of them, you unlock Super Sonic, which would be the true ending of the game. Or was it Sonic Adventure 2 that had all the glitches? 8-minute load times? No, that was Sonic 06 for the Xbox 360 and PS3. I mean, these have glitches too, but I don't know, I find it to be part of the charm, to be quite honest. Some of the levels in them made me so mad. I didn't like any of Amy's or Big's levels. Really? I loved it. I loved it. I'm surprised they didn't put all the games in one legacy collection. It would make games easier to get than having them all in one place. Yeah, you're right. There's instructions. Huh. Well, we don't have time for that. We know what we're doing. I'm Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog. I just returned to town after a long journey. Suddenly, this liquid monster attacked me. I had no trouble defeating it, though. Then, while I was lounging by the pool, I saw Tails' plane fly by, trailing smoke. Then it fell from the sky and crashed near the seashore. I've got to go save Tails right away. This is the cutscene where you see Tails' plane crash. I love it. This game has so much charm.
What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
But again, you could talk to NPCs if you wanted to. A plane crashed over there at the beach. I hope the pilot's okay. Mr. Sonic, please, go see if you can save him. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. Grab the spinning rings, it's important. As long as you've got the rings, be okay, even if you hit any hazards. Now you know. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. Just keep moving in the direction you want. It may take a little time to get used to it, so keep trying. So they're basically talking about how the camera is notoriously bad. And that's something it does do. The camera does change on its own. Just my luck. A monster appears, then a plane falls. I came here to relax. This is unbelievable. Even the NPCs know about the glitches. I mean, yeah, you can say that. Ironically, I played the fight against Chaos on emulator because I wanted to record my footage. Is this game good as far as leading you with breadcrumbs? What do you mean? Like, telling you where you...
There's no time to rest.
Oh wow, I didn't notice that. That must be a DX edition that it does that. I mean, the game is pretty good at telling you where you need to go, yeah. I'm the hotel manager. Call me if you need anything. By the way, I heard a loud noise. It sounded like it came from the beach. You think I should take a look? From now on, the casino is only open at night. Will it let you take the elevators yet? It will. Oh wow. So this area you can only get by having the power up. Though there is a way to get it earlier, you kind of have to glitch the game to do it. But no glitches here. What I mean is not being super vague about what needs to be done and where to go. I mean, sometimes it'll tell you in your face, other times you kind of have to explore a bit. So it's really as much as you want to take it. Welcome to Emerald Coast. Alright, let's go. First stage. So this is very infamously the demo stage that came with the demo disc for the Dreamcast. And here you go, look, another secret. Watch out for these monkeys here. Forget how I get him. Oh, there goes that. Alright. Well, I can't reach him. I could go this way. It's still very cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, still makes me feel like a kid. And not a lot of games do that. But I suppose maybe I should play this level fast, like not enjoy the scenery. But it's hard, because there's so many hidden things to find, you know? Still a very nice visual game. Like, it's, you know, regardless of how much time has passed, the visual style is still so good. And then here comes the big moment. This, if you saw this in 1999, this was a big wow factor. This was a system seller, this moment right here. Nothing on PlayStation, Saturn, or N64 could come close. If I remember correctly, there was something here on the side. Yep. Here's the loading screen for the next area. Change of music too. You run up the side, you reach an alternate spot. Dun, 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 dun. So good. It's just so good. Let me catch up with you guys here. I'm sorry. Gotta get caught up in the game. Have you seen the movie for Sonic? Yeah, the movie I thought was far better than it had any business being. You know, the movie could have been an absolute barn burner, and it could have been terrible. But I find that the movie has a lot of heart. It's very heartwarming, got a nice message, and I think they did a good job with Sonic. And if you saw the end credits, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a lot of hope for future installments. Which I think they did announce. They announced the date, I think it's April 2021 or something like that.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
I remember there was a way to do a first-person mode, but I forget how. I forget. it's still cool, man. This is so cool. You know? And the one thing that kept it on the Dreamcast was it did run at 30 frames. Sonic Adventure 2 ran at 60. But to see it running at 60 here, very nice.
Yes.
I'm not going to get a good ranking because I took too long, but it is what it is. No S rank for sure. To me, this is the best looking Sonic, Dreamcast Sonic, Adventure Sonic, yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I want to fly high.
Glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Chaos Emerald.
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the Severn Emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
It's so cute. Tails is so cute. So I can now play. Now, if you look at the NPCs, they should say new things now. Yeah, just go to the hotel lobby and to the right is the door to Station Square. I'm sorry, but I overheard this conversation. I didn't mean to, though. I'm glad to hear the little fox piloting that plane was safe. And now Emerald Coast is closed. Now there are ways around this. You know, there's a specific glitch I remember where, like, if you go here and keep spamming the spin dash, you'll eventually go through the wall. But I'm not looking to do glitches here. I feel great. There's nothing like swimming pools and the ocean in the summer. I'm the hotel manager. Call me if you need anything. By the way, if you want to visit the Chow Garden, take the left elevator. Chow are so cute. They really are. They're so adorable. You know what? Let me drop off my animals to the Chow Garden. Oh, man. Welcome to Chow Garden. This is the place where you can raise chow. Chow can be raised at different shapes and abilities according to how you treat them. Let them play with other animals, keep them fed, and provide them with tender, loving care is the key to keeping them happy. Obviously here, this is, you know, originally it was a Dreamcast, a VMU. But then for GameCube, I think it was a Game Boy Advance. Then they modified it again to make it look like a chow head. This is a machine that records a chow's name. Grab a chow and place it on the red button to start. Give your chow a cute name, okay? So do I make a chow hatch? Gotta do it, right? Gotta do it. Gotta shake the egg. Gotta get the other one. Make sure he's not in the water. him some love. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Oh, little buddy. Look at him. But he's sad. He's sad because he's hungry. So let me get him some food. Come on. There we go. Give you some food. Uh-oh. He's not drowning, is he? Oh, here he is. Okay. There you go, buddy. Alright, so now what animals can I give them? And then give the other one a bunny. Very nice. Oh, 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 nope, nope, nope. Don't go in the water. Nope, nope, no. Oh, look at him. He's sad. It breaks my heart. But wait, nope, 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 nope. Don't go in the water. Alright, he's happy. He's happy. That's cool. So I could try mixing him with another animal. I could try giving him a penguin. That means he'll be a good swimmer. Alright, so he's crawling. Let me give him the rest of this. There we go. Good job, buddy. This has been one of the most entertaining streams I've seen in a while. So much Sega. Well, thank you, Natalie. That's very kind of you to say. You know what? Let me give him this one so he can be a good swimmer. Good. Swimming is good. And then this otter. I'll give you an otter for the other one. Where are you, buddy? Help you swim. Perfect. All right. He's just chilling. All right. Well, that's enough for you, boys. And when you leave the Chow Garden, time freezes, so you don't have to worry about them, dying or anything. So that's good. All right. So I need to go to Mystic Ruins. Ooh, notification. Oh, wow. Okay. That's extremely kind. So that's relatives who just made a donation. That's a $150 donation. So that's a wonderful thing. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, I'll thank them later, but that's it's a lot. Thank you. That means so much. So right now, with $150, that brings us to a grand total right now of, what are we at? Let me look here. That brings us to $520 for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So thank you. That is extremely kind. This is already more than double what I had planned. So this is absolutely wonderful. It means a lot. Thank you to all of you who have donated, taking the time out of your day, send some dollars to a wonderful cause. It means a lot. You know, I never would I have fathomed that we would be at $520. You know, never in a million years would I have thought that. Never would I have thought we'd be at 200. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. That's so nice. That's, yeah, you know, kind of makes you pause, and you know, people really can do good. So I'll thank them later, but that's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, 150, yeah. Okay, so I can't go here. So I gotta go to Station Square. I am too, Natalie. It's, again, I honestly didn't know what this would be today, what it would be like. And this has far exceeded any expectations I had, so it's great. Do you like the view from the station? I love the sea. The sea's always there for me. Alright, so I can't do anything here just yet. Farewell, old relationship. Hello, new relationship. That's what I always say. La la la, we're in love. There's a special for couples at Twinkle Park. If you bring a date, you can get in free. So that is a later on stage. We've got a special for couples right now. Cute couples get in free. I don't know what it means about people who are not cute, but you know, it is what it is. So this will be later on, where we get a power-up down here. I don't think there's anything you can do in there just yet. Nope. Nope, can't do anything just yet. There's a way to glitch through it, I know. There's a way to do it early, but no glitches here.
Take the train to the Mystic Ruins.
Buster, speaking of the blue blur, I may have to play another game in this series too. There's quite a few I'm missing. I know the one you were streaming before, the, what was it, the Black Knight, right? I think you were doing on the Wii. I didn't play any of those. There's the, what is it, the Black Knight, there's also the Aladdin one, whatever that one's called. I forget what it's called. Something, Secret of the Rings or something like that. Have you heard? Somewhere out there is a man called Dr. Robotnik. First he captures helpless animals, and then he throws them into machines. Oh, the poor animals. I remember this guy's the boss or something. I own this building, yep. Well, I'm not sure about this, but I heard somebody saw a monster. The roads into the city offices are closed right now. Right, so this is Speed Highway. And you could talk to the... You know what, actually, because the resolution is higher, I'm able to see what the poster's saying now. So that's Twinkle Park. Dress up, this seems to be maybe the casino. Here's the newsstand here. I'm the newsstand saleswoman. I'm always the first one to read the news. Ooh, can't go here yet, it's blocked off. Now, if you manipulate the camera though, you can see that there's nothing over there. It's just blank. So I remember when you played as Big the Cat, because when you reel, it goes into first person. When I was on Dreamcast, I was able to like see stuff you weren't supposed to see. But I forget how you do first person here. I could have sworn that there was a D-pad thing where you could look at the camera in first person, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so we need to go to the train station.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
They pay double. I haven't played Secret Rings yet. Okay. I think Secret Rings was first, and then Black Knight was after, if I'm not mistaken. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a tip. When you jump, it makes a big difference how long you hold down the button. Hold it longer, and you can jump longer and higher. Did you know that? I did. Thank you, though. Finally, Station Square. I'm going to the beach, the casino, and Twinkle Park. From now on, the casino is only open at night. So this would be the alternate entrance to the casino. This is the center of Station Square. If you want to go to the Mystic Ruins, take the train. If you're going to do research, the trip's free. Of course, only a real adventurer takes a trip to such a remote place. Right. Make our way over there. Look around, the train's packed with exhausted people. But look at me, I'm full of energy. Low pay, hard work. What am I doing? Oh, a customer, I'm sorry. Station Square Central. This train's heading to Mystic Ruins. So again, if you manipulate the camera, you can see that the edge of the tunnel leads nowhere. It's just the skybox. Same thing with this one. You can see that it literally leads nowhere. Just part of the charm. That's the way it works. Alright, this is a great song too. In fact, when I would play this on Dreamcast, I would tend to just let this part play, just so I could hear the song. It's such a mesmerizing song. And this would be the area where you can take the ladder, go down, yep. But there's no boat, so I can't do anything yet. Oi, oi. So good. I love it. We're the exploration party searching for the ruins. I'm still new here, so they don't let me go very far.
Tails' workshop should be around here somewhere.
It's over there. Up the hill. I know that. When I woke up, the mountain was there already. I don't think it sprung out of the ground, so it must have fallen from the sky. I know that sounds crazy. We heard that there are ruins of an ancient civilization here. We came to check it out. The Windy Valley, right? Yeah, Windy Valley. That house on top of the hill. A fox named Tails lives there. Tails calls it his workshop. Maybe that's where Tails is now. So what do you say? Should I do another stage? Or should I move on to another game? I suppose I'll leave that with you, those of you who are watching. Who are extremely kind enough to watch. Here comes the Chow Egg. So I gotta take you back to Station Square. Because you're a special Chow. Come on. So I gotta take you back. Lots of little things you remember from the past. So I do need to bring you back to the Chow Garden. Because you are a special Chow. But yeah, for those of you, it says there's 8 watching, so thank you. Wait, was that not a Chow? Oh no, it's something that you put in one of the things to unlock a stage. That's what it is. That was my mistake. Alright, so let's go to Tails. Oh, you know what? Let me see here first. There should be a woman here. I found the Chow Garden in the Mystic Ruins. It's on the other side of this cave. But don't tell anybody else, okay? Oh yeah, this is the Chow Garden here. And then this, you need the attack to blow up the cage. Okay. So you know what? Let me do my first boss battle here. This is where Eggman comes out. See the cutscene with Tails.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
All systems, full power.
What do you say, Eggman?
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere, or else!
So this is the easiest boss ever.
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
I mean, for the most part, the bosses in Sonic Adventure are pretty easy. So nothing too bad. Just gotta watch out for the missiles. Basically, just keep moving. He'll eventually drill the ground, and that's when your chance to hit him.
All systems, full power!
And there you go. If I remember correctly, you need to hit him 3 times. Just gotta keep moving.
Full power! Ah, he's not gonna get away with this!
Rinse and repeat. Just keep moving. Watch out for the missiles. And then just get out of his way when he does the drill.
All systems, full power! Ah,
There you go.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time. Well, that wasn't so hard.
aha!
Oh no!
Sneaky, sneaky.
Come on, Chaos! Time to eat!
Chaos?
The music in this game is really,
Oh, isn't that the
really
same
so
monster
good.
I saw the other day?
As much of an improvement as Sonic Adventure 2 is on a technical level, I think the music in Sonic Adventure 1 is definitely more iconic, I'd say. And that's not to disparage Sonic Adventure 2.
Strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald. With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all. Come on, Chaos, let's find another emerald, shall we?
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Where you get the, gotta go up to the workshop as it takes out his plane. Alright, so one of those stones you gotta bring to a stage. Pretty sure it's Windy Valley, I think is what this one's for, if I remember correctly. Windstone, yep, that's Windy Valley. So that'll be over here. The key is floating. So, for those of you watching, should I do another stage, or, I mean, it's 7:37, I could quickly play another game. You let me know, because I want to try to, you know, not just do one game for a long time. So, tell me, you know, I could play Contra, I could play Castlevania, I could do, there's a Disney Afternoon Collection which has DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale's, Tailspin. I could do Genesis games. I could do Street Fighter. So you let me know. If you feel that Sonic Adventure, do one more stage is fine, or should I change to something? I would appreciate any feedback. So you just let me know. And let me double check here. The full. I can't believe. So the 520, that brings us up to 260% of the goal I initially had. So that's very cool. Okay, so let me fix the camera. There, okay, flag with it. Yeah, and I don't know why it does that, but now we're back in real time. It's an annoyance. There's just something with this particular camera that it does with the streaming software I use. But yeah, just let me know if you feel that I should continue one more stage with Sonic Adventure, or should I move on to something else? Yeah, it's just I want to try to keep you involved, because if you're taking the time to watch, the least I can do is try to keep things flowing the way you'd like. And also for those of you watching, even though we're going kind of on the last neck of this stream, you could just leave a thumbs up If you could share to any of your social channels, I know some of you have, so I appreciate that. How about might as well, right? We're here. Windy Valley. So I remember there being something towards the entrance, but maybe not. Okay. I could have sworn there was something to do with first-person camera, but I could be wrong.
The wind is making an invisible path. Don't be afraid. Go through the gate.
Whoops. I didn't judge that right. Again, camera angles. That was completely my fault. Again, happens with this game, but that's totally fine. Big tornado time. Which then brings you to the next part of the stage.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Oh boy.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
It's all coming back. Oop. Right. I know you can hurt him. There we go. Alternate path, but only if you have the sneakers upgrade that bring you up, so can't go there just yet. Gotta watch out for this. Doesn't always work. Whoops. One Sonic Adventure 3. You and me both. You and me both. It really is like, you know, even though the game has its issues, camera and control, but when it works, you know? And, like, really, they attempted something that had never been done. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at how cool that is. And you got to think of the time, too. It's very unheard of for its time to have that sense of momentum and like a roller coaster.
Yes.
Do lives carry over? Yes, they do. And when you get a game over, I mean, you're just starting over. Like there's infinite continues, so you don't really get a game over per se. It's just that you would start at the beginning of the stage.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
What's with the big gusts of wind inside that cave? Guess I'll call it Windy Cave. This is our base camp. I know the party has already gone into the jungle, but we haven't heard from them in a long time. I hope they're okay. So you know what? The chow egg that's here, I think I can only bring it to the chow garden that's in here in the Mystic Ruins. I could have sworn you could bring it onto the train, but I guess not. Do you think it'll be made? Yeah, I mean, like you said, Shenmue 3, who would have ever thought? So, I mean, at this point, anything is possible. You know? It's just the question is, will Sega do it internally? Will they lease it over to another developer? Or will they put care into it? Or will it just be a quick cash grab? I don't know. We have no idea what happened. We're trying to figure out how this mountain could just appear out of nowhere.
Go to Station Square. You may find something.
For the exploration party searching for the ruins. Of course, we missed the city. Looking for something? You should probably go to the city. You can find just about anything you want there. That's exactly where we'll go. So yeah, Natalie, anything's possible. Anything is possible. Alright, so it's evening now, so that would mean Casino Night Zone would be open. My work hours get longer, but my salary stays the same. What's the point? Oh, a customer, I'm sorry. Station Square Central. Make sure you don't forget your belongings. Oh my god. Really? $15 from Allison. Well, Allison, thank you so much for the donation. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. I mean, at this point, it's just, it's all extra. But that doesn't mean that your donation is any less than anyone else's. So, Allison, thank you so much. We got the little kid just happy to be there. So, thank you. You know what? Let me refresh the webcam because it's acting up again. All right, here we go. So, Allison, thank you so much. And again, thank you to all of the other donations that have happened today and even yesterday and the days leading up to the stream. Never would have thought I'd be going so much in, you know, we be there over the $500 mark. It's incredible. It really, really means a lot. So thank you to Allison and thank you to all of the other donors as well. It means so much more than you could ever know. So from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the Norwalk Public Library, thank you. Again, all of this money is going to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So thank you so much for time. And thank you so much for your generosity. It really does mean a lot. All right. Hey, it's Sonic. Is it true you saved the entire world? What's happening with Angel Island? I go to the casino every night. The lights are really pretty at night. Alright. There was a guy over here too. Or there was, not anymore. Okay.
There's a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Ah, get the upgrade. I'm waiting for my dad. I hope he comes back soon. Is he going to stay at the office again? Now, if I remember correctly, I think this girl, her dad never comes back, which is really sad. My husband is an adventurer. When he leaves home, you never know when he'll be back. He's probably at the Mystic Ruins looking for old relics. Maybe you've met him? Today's paper says, mysterious person left a manhole cover open. I hear City Hall's getting a ton of complaints. Sure, it stinks, plus it's really dangerous if someone falls in. I own this building. Well, I'm not sure about this, but kids love to go on little treasure hunts. Once my son found a weird pair of shoes in the sewer. I told him to put them back, and he ran outside. This is obviously what we're talking about, which should be over here. But you know what? I can't go in there just yet. I need to find the manhole cover, which is over on the other side of this town. If I remember correctly. But I just want to talk to everyone. Gotta run. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Well, thank you, Rich. We're actually on the last 10 minutes here, so thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much for coming on by. Appreciate it. Wow, it's so much bigger than my hometown. Talk about culture shock. They're going inside. I hate sunsets. Hey, I saw the coolest pair of shoes. Supposed to make you feel lighter than air. But they're hidden in a secret spot. They'd be perfect for you, Sonic. If you can find them. Well, I'm gonna find them over here. What's up with that girl? She's been standing there all day, just staring into the burger shop. The manhole cover is open. We have to listen to everything that people say. It's a tough job to work at City Hall. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so gotta jump here to get the upgrade.
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the light speed dash.
Ready,
Light speed
go!
means that you race toward rings at light speed.
I may do a Let's Play of this Sunday. Nice! Yeah, absolutely, go for it, Buster. Go for it.
Use the light dash to run along the paths of rings. Hold the action button and let go when you have enough power.
Ready, go!
Oh, that's where you come out of the shop. Yep. Hey, don't use the back door. And then here's the other thing for the other stage. Or is this another chow? This is another chow egg. That's what that is. Another thing there. Try to, like, these things are kind of coming back, but they're not all, like, fully there. Oh, it sure fooled me. It's just a statue in front of the burger shop. I hear it goes on trips sometimes, though. Oh, okay. Where I was. And... I set a new record. I got so close this time. Oh my, I'm totally in love. Here's the diner. I've got a feeling like someone's staring at me. It's not going away. What can it be? Emblem. Alright. Awesome. So that's pretty much it in this area so far. Oh, newsstand is closed. I'm pretty mature for my age, so I can stay out late. My mom keeps bugging me to study. I told her it's late, go home, but she won't listen. I just hope she doesn't make her parents worry. Dad. Yeah, remember, the dad never comes.
You can go to the casino area at nighttime.
Alright, well, it's 7:58, so I suppose we can start wrapping up here. Chow are so cute, have you seen them yet? You can see them in the hotel lobby. They're so sweet. Twinkle Park's cool, but Casinopolis sounds fun too. Oh, I just can't decide where to go first. But yeah, you know, we did 2 stages, so that's pretty good. Alright. So yeah, time flew. Oh, I didn't know how long things would be going, but here we are. It's 7:59, wrapping up, almost 8 o'clock, and just for the sake of this being the very first time this is being done with the Norwalk Public Library, just want to try to wrap things up on time. So, just to give thanks, one final bit of thanks to everyone who has taken the time to donate, taken the time to come in, watch, share, like the stream, leave a comment. Really, really appreciate it more than you can ever know. And once this is all over, I'll go look on the website. And yet another one, Molly with $15 donation. Wow, thank you. Thank you. For those of you who were just watching and want to donate, that's extremely, extremely kind of you. $15 donation, Molly. Thank you so much on behalf of myself, on behalf of Norwalk Public Library. I didn't know how this would go. This is the first time doing this on behalf of the library, and I set a $20 goal. Let's see, Mali Capobianco. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But thank you again, Molly. So with that actually brings the total amount to $550. So we are 275% over the initial $200 goal. So that is, it means a lot. I had no idea how this would go. There were a couple technical snafus in the beginning, learning process, mainly because YouTube kind of changed how they do live streams now. But now I know that going forward. So for those of you who were here in the beginning and kind of had to sit through the first 5 to 7 minutes while I was trying to get that all situated, thank you for your patience. Thank you to all of you who watched, who shared, liked, who sent a donation. Again, this is all going to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. If you want to learn more about the hospital itself, you can, in the description, in the YouTube description on the bottom, there are links for the donation page, the Connecticut Children's link, as well as the link to the Norwalk Public Library. So, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And if you did like this as something that maybe we can do in the future, you're more than welcome to go to the library's website, norwalkpl.org. There is a contact us button there, and you can say that, hey, I popped in on the Extra Life gaming stream. I think this is something that you guys can do going forward. And, I'd be more than happy to do it. So thank you to all of you who donated. And I really, really appreciate it, more than you will ever know. Let me catch up here on the chat. Natalie, you closing time song. I wish I could, but because it's YouTube and because it's on behalf of the library, we would get a copyright strike. So, but if you could mentally play it, even better. Later, all good stream. Thank you, Buster. I just want to thank everyone who was in the chat. Buster Gundo, Natalie, Nuker43, Taco Destroyer, Nerd Strategy, Mo Now, The Deviant. Thank you. Let's see, Jonathan. Thank you. I didn't know you had a YouTube account. That's amazing. That's so great. So thank you to all of you who came in, and hopefully, maybe I can do this again at some point, or maybe something akin to it. Doesn't necessarily have to be a charity stream, but maybe just like a gaming club or round table or something. It's just something that I'll have to speak with the higher ups of the library about. But again, $550. That's a big chunk of change, and that's going to go to help a lot of kids in need. So thank you for all that you've done, for all of your donations and your kind gestures. Words cannot express the gratitude that I have for all of you involved. Thank you so much for making this such a wonderful success, and we'll see if we can maybe get the ball rolling again and do something similar to it, especially now because everything's indoors and at home, and we have the technology now to be able to do something like this. So I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you had some fun seeing me play some games. I would have maybe liked to play some more games, but time flies. 4 hours I thought would be enough, but you get into a game, time flies. But there's always next time. Hopefully you can do this again yeah, absolutely. I think we did good. I would like to say that we did really good. So thank you. I enjoyed very much. Thank you, Mo Now. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you to all of you who donated again. Seriously, it means more than you can know. So I will, later on tonight, I'll send some personal thank yous to everyone. That's what I could do. So thank you to all of you who donated. And again, Extra Life, check them out as well, extralife.org. Norwalk Public Library, norwalkpl.org. And again, the other links are in the description on the very bottom of the screen here. So thank you for all of you who took the time to come out tonight. And watch me play some games for a good cause. Again, people who say video games are bad for you, in this case, throw it right back at them. Video games can do wondrous things, not just from an entertainment standpoint, but in this case, we're giving back to kids and hospitals that help kids in need. So it doesn't get much better than it really doesn't. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a prosperous week ahead. May it be good to you. All right. So thank you so much. Hey, Paige, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm literally wrapping up here. We're at 8 o'clock, but thank you for stopping by. Just to let you know, over here, we raised $550 for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford. So it means a lot because it's a smashing success, I would say. So thank you to everyone involved. Again, if you want to donate, you can just go to the donation link if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and send some personal thank yous to everyone later on. And I hope you all have, again, wonderful night, wonderful week. And just remember, take care of yourselves. Be nice to one another. Wear your masks. Be smart, and just keep your ears out. Hopefully, we can maybe do this again sometime in the near future or something similar to it. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I can't say thank you enough to everyone involved. I hope I'm just going to try this little transition screen for the thanks for watching. And again, Extra Life, play games, heal kids. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night. And thank you again to all of you who donated. Thank you to those who watched, who commented, who shared. It means more than I can state in words. So it really is appreciated. My indelible countless thanks. So take care and have a wonderful night, everyone. Be safe.